graduate level thesis for this clip. First of all, does he want the Pilates body or the CrossFit body? One thing about this clip, it really exhibits how men will create like lifelong mortifying experiences for you that have nothing to do with you actually, when they just reveal like the darkness of their inner life and their own emptiness. Because if you watch this clip, he's so afraid of what he's about to say because he knows how fucking stupid what he's gonna say to her is. And he's kind of like, oh, I don't know how to do this. So he's a terrible communicator, right? And if he's trying to transmit to her that he wants a woman who's more fit, this is also after he slept with her, right? Because, you know, men can't see what you look like through the clothes because they're not perverts. He sleeps with this woman and then he's like, usually like I'm with women who are harder than you. Now everyone was making fun of his appearance. We don't even have to do that because he doesn't know what he wants, right? First of all. And people were saying she's a surgeon and they're like, he's threatened by her. I don't even think it's that serious. I mean, kind of on the low level. First of all, people who go to the gym all the time, I find that they don't have other hobbies. And a lot of men going to the gym is their only hobby because it's like a conquering activity, right? And most men are very boring and they don't know what to do with their time. So I feel like he's very intimidated that she has something very serious to do with her time. But also that with his spare time, the best he does is go to the gym, right? Because it's not very exciting. And if you notice this about men, they usually only do conquering activities. Like if you ask them to go on a hike or something like that, they'll be like, come on. And like they'll turn it into a competitive activity. And like they have a really hard time being present in a lot of cases. So this exhibits that. And people were like, he's 5'6". If you add 6 inches to him anywhere that we would like to add it, it wouldn't change the things that are coming out of his mouth. This is akin to her sleeping with him and then coming out and saying, you know, usually I'm with men who are a lot more well endowed, who will do ABC with me in bed. And it's like, it's not relevant. What he's done with other women has no relevance to her. So that's another part of this. But he's trying to communicate what he wants to her, but he's not explaining it. Because it's like, do you want the woman who has the CrossFit body or the Pilates body? Because those are very different disciplines at the end of the day. So that exhibits to me that he just wants a woman who's spending a lot of her time every day in the gym, which is very neurotic. I feel like people who go to the gym every day have personal problems. Sorry. Unless you're coming out of something where you have to do like a total body transformation, it seems like you've kind of gone off the rails and you don't really know what else to do with your time. Now people were saying, look at him, he looks like a thumb. I could go there, but like, yeah. Of course he would say this. Anyways, my point is, if you hang out with men, they will always reveal who they are, and either through their actions in real life or something that they've even done in the past. Like he can never date someone else because that woman will be associated with that moment that he created for her. Also, from what I understand, I feel like they're still together. I don't know if it's for the show or what. I once dated a man who he took a bunch of people out on a boat and he invited this woman that I thought they were just friends. Turns out that he used to like date this woman, and then at the end of the boat ride, he like kissed her on the lips in front of everyone that was there. And then we had to get in the car with his friends and ride back. And that moment is so humiliating, and I'm over it. It happened years ago, but it still sticks with me every time I think about a boat. And the problem is when you deal with men, you're giving them access to like create the most mortifying moment for you based on something and creating a bunch of shame inside of you that is something that belongs to them. But again, he's so insecure to even share this information, right? They'll like put things onto other people that they know other people don't deserve, and they will just do it anyway. Also, was he expecting her to be like, yeah, you know what? In between my surgeries, I should probably pop in for an hour of Pilates. Like she could accept this if she wants to, right? And he can say this if he wants to, but he doesn't stop himself from saying this. He doesn't stop himself from saying something that he knows is embarrassing for him to say, and then he sits across from her and acts like she's gonna receive it in some kind of a normal way. And honestly, she did. I don't watch that show, so I don't know what happened after that clip. And I didn't add it because it's so embarrassing, because I don't want you to have the embarrassing moment if you haven't already seen it. Because again, these are moments that you cannot unlive. Like you cannot unremember someone doing something like this to you. And then when you're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you know what I mean? He'll be like, oh, you're being a bitch. But it's like, no, you're disgusting. And like, you really should have kept that to yourself. First of all, you should have not said it, right? You should have been smart enough not to think it, then not to say it, but then you did, and then you made it look like that. Like, ooh.